Hey, what's going on guys? John here, and today I'm going to be doing a in-depth video review for the beyerdynamic MMX 300. This is actually one of Beyerdynamic's gaming headsets. So in this video I'll show you the headset itself, we'll kind of walk through some of the functionality, and then I'm just going to give you some of my general thoughts as someone that's used several high-end headsets. So I ended up getting this specifically because I ended up using an older SteelSeries set. It actually had a DAC with it where you could basically get an amplification when hooked up to a PC. I'm a very avid gamer. I play a lot of Battle Royale games, so it's really important to me to have something where I can have precise sound to be able to hear footsteps, gunshots, anything like that that's going on in the games, so I really know what's happening in my games. So this is actually one of the more expensive gaming headsets out there, I would say, ranging closer to almost $300 depending on when you get this. I decided to go with this because my SteelSeries set unfortunately broke around the portion where the headset was, and I just realized I wanted something that was going to be higher quality but also something that would sound absolutely amazing in the games. So let's actually take a look at the headset itself. This is the headset here. You have an adjustable microphone. This basically, pretty typical, you've got the bending piece here, so this will actually move in notches, and then you can also bend and twist this as needed. I currently use a HyperX Cloud that I have as a standalone microphone, so typically I'm not using this, so what I do is just move it up out of the way, and it really hasn't been an issue. Typically with this, it's fairly straightforward. You've got the large earmuffs here. I typically will game most nights for probably 3 to 4 hours at a time sometimes, and I've now had the chance to wear these for multiple gaming sessions, and I have not had any ear discomfort or any pain, anything like that where I'm feeling like, man, I really don't want these on. So they are very, very comfortable. You can adjust the notches here, so these basically go in small notches up on the top here, and you've got a large headset piece here, so it's fairly supportive so long as you adjust this. I like the build quality on this. This doesn't feel quite as something like similar to the SteelSeries where my headset muff basically broke on the plastic. This feels like something that's going to be much sturdier, and I'm not going to ever run into that same issue. In terms of connectivity, you basically have a single port here at the bottom for your standard aux. You do want to make sure that this is fully plugged in. I actually had found out that I didn't have this all the way inserted, and it was causing my right ear to actually not work. And when I was playing games, I could hear all the sounds, but it almost seemed like something was off, like something really wasn't working properly. Now, this comes with 2 cords. So in this particular case, and actually one of the benefits to this particular setup, as opposed to doing a USB-based connection, this has a straight aux cable. Now, I have this plugged into a Creative G6, which is basically an external sound card. But if you don't have that, you can just simply plug this into the back of your sound card. I recommend probably picking up some form of a game DAC or amplifier for your computer, because this is really going to enhance the quality of these. In terms of the actual headset itself, you have a mute button here for the microphone that you can basically flip up or down, and then you just have a volume control that you can spin here on the base. And then you can also, I think this actually just turns up the microphone input or output. Now, you also get an additional cable that this comes with. I'm actually going to grab it. It's essentially the same cable, but this one has 2 connectors on it, so you've got this larger connector depending on what you're plugging this into. So if you want to use this with like higher end amplifiers, things like that, or other stereo equipment, you have this other adapter on this separate cable, and it has the same connections all on this. So they include both of these, so I think that's kind of nice that they decided to do that. Now, in terms of the quality of these, right? One of the games that I'm currently playing right now is called Hunt Showdown, and that game really requires that you're able to listen and really hear. It's a little bit more of a slow-paced, semi-stealth shooter. It really gets intensified when you get into the battles, but just listening to know, like, if an enemy is specifically at, like, to the west or the east, behind you at a direction, listening for people throwing like grenades at you or shooting guns at you, things like that, and knowing where exactly that's coming from is extremely critical in this game. So now that I've been using this, playing Hunt several nights, I've basically found with this that it's really, really good at giving me that precise sound. Typically what I do is I'm in my Discord at night with a few friends. I will turn them just enough up so I can hear them very clearly, but I have the game a little bit louder, and these headphones really shine combined with my Creative Sound Blaster G6 to really give me that precise audio. So overall, I'm very, very happy with them. I know Beyerdynamic also makes, I believe, more of a studio range called the 770, and those ones are basically the equivalent of these, but it does not include the microphone. I'm not going to necessarily say the 770 is a better deal if you're looking to, try to save some money, because I know they are a little bit less, but overall, these would probably be a good bet if you're looking for that extra microphone and you want something more gamer orientated. There's nothing really fancy with these in terms of like RGB or anything like that. Obviously, they're really designed to just give you high, very clear audio when coming through them. So anyway, highly recommended. I absolutely love them. Really great for gaming, and I have no complaints so far. Very happy with them. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video review, and I'll talk to you later.